make it very clear what this bill does. They say it's a national GMO labeling bill, right? So right now, if you go to a store and you look at something that was produced in the last few months, Campbell's Soup is doing it, Pepsi's doing it, Coke is doing it, it'll say on there this product was produced with or was not produced with genetically engineered materials or products. And what this legislation that Debbie Stabenow introduced into the Senate and got passed and is now going to be voted on in the House in the next 40 minutes, what this bill would do is replace those words, this product is, produced with genetically engineered ingredients. It would replace those with what's called a QR code, what Alexis Baden-Mayer said was a QR code. And a QR code is those little square boxes, little square black boxes with all the squiggles in them that you're supposed to scan with your smartphone to get information. And Alexis pointed out last night, only 16% of Americans have ever scanned a QR code. I've never scanned a QR code. I don't even know how. And I don't think that's a generational thing. I think most people don't use QR codes. And they're just called quick read code, I think they're called. And what it does is you scan it with your phone, and it'll bounce you to the web page for the food company. And then, probably buried on the third page in the small print in the very back, you'll find, here's a list of our ingredients that have to do with genetically modified ingredients. But the law specifically does not say, and I think it may even say you can't use the words genetically modified or genetically engineered on the label in English. You can't say it in English. You got to say it in a little QR code. And the other thing that Alexis told me last night is that this, by the way, this is like the foot in the door. This is the camel's nose under the tent. This is the beginning. That if Monsanto can get this thing pushed through the House today, and the number for Congress, 202-224-3121, 202-224-3121, for the switchboard for the House of Representatives, and just say, my zip code is 48911, and and I'm not sure who represents you, and they'll look it up and they'll say, oh, you're represented by so and so in the House of Representatives, and would you like me to connect you with his or her office? So you say yes, and boom, you are talking to their office, and tell them you do not want this so-called GMO labeling to pass. They should vote against it because it's a scam. It's a sham. It's a way of letting the food companies hide what's in their food. This is the equivalent of George W. Bush passing the Clean Air Act that increased the amount of allowable and acceptable pollution from corporate output. This is the equivalent of George W. Bush passing, the Clean Water Act that increased the levels of arsenic that could be in our water. This is like the Banker Responsibility Act or whatever. It's just like they come up with these absurd names for bills that are just like craziness. So
to watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.